Salaki family. Wow. Shalom, shalom. Lord willing, y'all can hear me. Lord willing, y'all can hear me. I can't connect my phone, my other phone to anything right now, so we're just gonna have to deal with what we got. All right. So Lord willing, this is edifying video, edifying camp. Actually, at that, we back out here again to prophesy the downfall of this place, to talk about multiple things if the Lord allow us, just to bring in edification, for the black Latinos and natives, a judgment to the other nations, and just to put Yahweh Shem Shai in the atmosphere, right? But first and foremost, before we continue with anything, we want to give all praise to the one true power who allowed this to happen. Yahweh Bashem Yahushai Bashem Rakakwadash. For the ones that don't know, Yahweh is the Most High God, and Yahushai is who the world instantly calls Jesus the Christ. The Rakakwadash is the Holy Spirit. In the Paleo Hebrew, double honors to the elder apostles, the elder bishops, the elder prophets who will well through the Spirit, teaching His word and believing His word. Lord willing, they can continue to endure and be sincere. Mighty Shalom to the hopeful elect that are scattered four corners of the earth. Lord willing, the Most High put the same Spirit in you to endure and be sincere. And Lord willing, the Most High have mercy on the other brothers and sisters that's not in the faith. Shalom to the Aquathium that are believers of His word. Lord willing, you can continue to pursue your lot, which is being a loving and silent and virtuous woman. 4th of July is not about us. 4th of July is not for us. We are still slaves. We're in a society that is about to fall. A lot of us don't give a damn. A lot of us don't care. Hey, boo-hoo, because this is not for everybody. We're gonna be straight honest. This is not for everybody. Everybody having all their fun. I'm happy for them, right? But if you don't know your power, you don't know your God, you don't even know who the hell you is, you don't deserve to do none of this shit. But we got to give honor to the Lord because the Lord placed people, right, in a strong delusion. I was in this delusion too. I'm no better than anybody watching or anybody doing whatever they doing. I was in your shoe. But the Lord called me out of that way better than what they doing in Christianity. He called me for something that's more important. Knowing Yahweh Shema Shai and knowing why the hell we here. Oppression is going to make a wise man mad. Marching ain't going to do shit. Putting hands together like a megaforce ain't going to do shit. Putting your money together ain't going to do nothing. Coming in the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai with 100% truth. If we can agree together, we can walk together and talk against this place. The true Hebrew Israelites been turning this place around by prophesying the downfall of this place, not on the law. The law help us get right as individuals, right? Because it's a principle. But it's the faith, believing in these prophecies and the destruction and who our enemies is. That's what's shaking the boat. Because things have to be fulfilled, right? In the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. So first we're going to start with Exodus chapter 32. I'm going to just bring these little quick drinks I had in my notes for a few weeks. Now it's time to just, let them loose and see where the Lord bring us. Right? This is Exodus chapter 32, reading verse 9. It says, the Lord Yahweh said unto Moses, I have seen this people, and behold, it is a stiff-necked people. Now therefore let me alone, that my wrath may wax hot against them, and that I may consume them, and I will make thee a great nation. Right? The 12 tribes of Israel is a stiff-necked nation. We're stubborn. I know I'm stubborn for a lack of certain things, but we're stubborn when it comes to our power. We're stubborn when it comes to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. We're stubborn when it comes to this faith. Right? We're stubborn when it comes to this order. This is why the Lord punished us 7 times more for our sins in Leviticus. Let's go to Deuteronomy 9 and 6 real quick. It's Deuteronomy 9:6. This is what it reads. It says, understand therefore that the Lord Yahweh thy power giveth thee not this good land to possess it, for thy righteousness, for thou art a stiff-necked people. Right? Verse 7. We're stiff-necked people. Remember and forget not how thou provokest the Lord Yahweh thy power to wrath in the wilderness. From the day that thou didst depart out of the land of Egypt until ye came into this place, ye have been rebellious against the Lord Yahweh. Also in Horeb ye provoked the Lord Yahweh to wrath, so that the Lord Yahweh was angry with you and have destroyed you. Israel, we've been crippled. Well, especially a whole mass of our nation don't know who the hell they is, starting with the young generation, or technically starting with the elder generation on down. We don't know who he is. We're a spoiled nation. The Lord just turned us upside down like that sand capsule, right? But that comes in the mind. That's the plague of the heart. You know, we was put in a what do you call it? A sinking place. You know the movie like Get Out, when they put him in that sinking place, he'll fall into a delusion state. Hold on, I gotta put something to hold the mic stuff down, right? So the spirit, it put him in a delusion state. You know, he was sinking. You know, and that's how the children of Israel is each and every day, sinking spiritually and mentally, because they don't know who they is, right? In this society, God is thinking that they really care for us. And the same, we'll think what's bad is good and what's good is bad. For a man to stand on the corner and he talking to a camera, yes, we do look crazy. Yeah, we do look foolish. We do look weird. But it's for a higher cause, because I'm not here for a donation. I'm not here for your dollar. That's not going to help me. What's going to help me is that you take time to actually listen to understand, why are we in America? What does these holidays do for us? What's the history for us? What have the 4th of July did for the Black, Latinos, and Natives? What has the name Monday done for the Black, Latinos, and Natives? What have the strip club, what have social media done to the Black, Latinos, and Natives? What has the government did for the Black, Latinos, and Natives? They've been giving these damn immigrants and whoever else, and these Muslims, all these little foreign people that eventually came over here, they've been giving them more stuff than they gave you. They took this land from your people and then give them a liquor store, or give them a bottle, give them a gas station, and then make them think that they own casinos. They gave niggas the hood, and then they want to give you drugs. What have we gotten here? You know, we just got a bullshit and a Happy Meal, and a toy that don't work, like you got it from the dollar store. As soon as you buy it, it breaks. Right? Let's go to Acts chapter 7, verse 51. You see, each one of them is lining up to being a stiff neck, right? Or being rebellious. This is Acts, the 7th chapter. Verse 51. That's what I want. 51. Come on, baby. Come on. It's wind. I don't see how it's windy over here, B. This is Acts chapter 7, verse 51. It says, ye stiff-necked and uncircumcised in heart and ears, ye do always resist the Holy Ghost, as your fathers did, so do ye. Right? When the men of the Lord is called to the highways and byways, or called to do videos, and you not listening, you not trying to listen, you just pass by, you scroll past, you know, you're stiff-necked in heart, right? Your heart haven't been circumcised, your ears either. This is why you can't hear. But again, we go back. This is only for the elect. You know, this is why brothers is not even impressed that nobody wants to hear the word. I've been in the hood. I've been where niggas is doing 4th of July. We standing bold and strong. We went in front of the White House, standing strong. All you doing is shining more light that we the Hebrew Israelites. That's the best thing I can say. And we drawing attention to ourselves. Now, say if somebody wants to learn, depending on if you Sons of Thunder or HOI or WFI, Eventually, the sheep is gonna say, "Y'all not teaching the same. Why y'all don't come in the same name?" Y'all gonna say y'all have a differences. Now that's gonna already be confusing, especially with scriptures. We have to make a difference. Somebody has to be bringing 100% truth, and somebody just in this because they're an Israelite or they just following the law. The same thing that's written in the scriptures is gonna happen again. We have stiff neck that's in this truth, and then you have stiff necks that's outside this truth. A lot of us is not talking too much about Yahushua. A lot of us is not talking too much in prophecies. A lot of us is not talking too much about the elect. You know, every day we see this society going and going and going and going. You know, this shit is about to fade away. You know, before I used to love having cash in my wallet. I like a credit card now. Because with cash, you can lose it. You know, you forget it in your pocket, it get washed. And then you see how society has changed. They're promoting AI more. Cars driving without nobody in it. Digital currency. In Sweden and Switzerland, they're already practicing the digital currency. You got allies of America leaving the dollar. Like, that shall open up some eyes. We're stiff-necked to not hearing what's going on. Yes, you're stiff-necked when it comes to you being an Israelite. You're stiff-necked on knowing who your enemies is. You're stiff-necked to wanting to know prophecies. That's why when shit hit the fan, a lot of people you're going to be, I should have listened. It's over for that. We're going to go to Baruch chapter 2 and read 30 to 35. And now, we're going to let the Spirit just work. Baruch chapter 2 verse 30. For I knew that they would not hear me because it is a stiff-necked people. So when you come outside, the whole point is you having a notion you're doing the Lord's work and you pleasing the Lord. Second, you want the Lord to bring the sheep to hear this word. It's not about me and you. Me wearing this garment, everybody might think it's a damn dress. People might just say, yeah, brother, but don't know what's going on. The Lord is going to send the sheep. They can either watch you on YouTube and pull up, they might drive past and swerve around, or they might just take it real quick and then go. And the next minute they go on YouTube, they see somebody standing, you know. Man's going is of the Lord, right? So the Lord already know that we was a stiff-necked people. We wasn't going to want to hear this. Our neck so stiff, we standing bold, being a busybody. It says, but in the land of their captivity, they shall remember themselves. In all history, when Israelites were in captivity, they remembered themselves. It was like a freaking light bulb or a cloud over their head. It came across a man on the corner, or you was on YouTube, or you having a conversation at work, and somebody that probably had a little knowledge just whispered, hey, there's stuff going on because we're the Hebrew Israelites. The Lord is letting his truth flow in this place, right? 31, it says, and shall know that I am the Lord Yahweh, their power, for I will give them a heart and ears to hear, right? That's the only way you're going to hear this word. That's the only way you're going to want to hear this word, because if the Lord gives you eyes to see and ears to hear. Some of us got eyes but can't see. Some of us got ears and can't perceive. The black Latinos and natives is the best nation on the earth. And we think we was told this, but you wasn't taught that throughout the Bible. You know, the Lord have broken you down more than any nation on the earth because of your sins. These nations like Esau, the Chinaman, having leprosy, being leapers. That's a little time, not even though that's an inside joke, you damn leaper. But outside of that, the real joke is when you fall and the kingdom is taken from you and somebody else is put in that place. Daniel 2 and 21 that I brought out in the camp earlier. Kings are set up and kings are removed. We see Joe Biden try to fight for his life and he only got 5 more minutes to live. You got Donald Trump where that toupee keep changing different sides. We want Nero, right? He looked like Nero through the spirit. We want Nero in office because if he cut ties with NATO, you niggas got a rude awakening. America is about to fall. You ain't gonna be able to smoke weed. You ain't gonna be able to strip. You're gonna have to steal it from somebody. It's gonna be hard to trust people. It's gonna be hard to make money out here. It's gonna be hard to survive. You know, try to tell my family, what if I was taken from you? What if I wasn't here? They gotta be spiritually and mentally ready, right? So again, he gonna give us a heart, a mind, and give us ears to hear, right? He gonna give you the right heart to actually think. Verse 32. And they shall praise me in the land of their captivity and think upon my name. You think the name is Jesus? Hell no. Even if you say it Jesus when you first get in this, the whole point about the Lord increasing in you is that you're increasing in his knowledge. And you're not going to be in the truth for 5 years just only teaching the name of Jesus. You're going to teach in the name of Yahushai. Yahweh by Shem Yahushai. How can you say you're edified? Edified or edifying means build up. How are you built up if you still saying the same name that Christianity is using? They haven't grew not 1 inch. Not 1 inch. You know? You can tell by the fruits when they start speaking in the name, the actual ancient language, and they can actually say it with bold and translate it and show you in this line. We was defrauded. We was whitewashed. Wipe me down. Now we got to get cleansed again. So we're going to be praising the Lord's name in this captivity because we have to remember. How are you going to remember the Lord again, but you go back and say, I'm an Israelite? Jesus Christ. How can you say you're remembering him when you've been saying Jesus Christ? You're going to remember him when you hear that his real name, when you hear what he wants you to do, when you hear that the Lord tell you how you're supposed to teach, how you're supposed to be an example. So now, just for the new viewers and for anybody that already know, you're about to hear it again. The Most High name is Yahweh, which means Yahweh, he to be or he exists. Yahushai, right? Which is he saves or he redeems. But of course we say Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, the Most High, in the name of his Son. Every time we teach, it's Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. When you pray, Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. When you try to direct somebody, it's in Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. You know, what God is you coming with? Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. When you rebuking somebody, it's in the name of Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. If you need help, you calling on Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. If you afraid, you're calling on Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. You ain't calling on no other name. Right? Had to make that clear. Verse 33. And return from their stiff neck and from their wicked deeds, for they shall remember the way of their fathers, which sinned before the Lord Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. If you can't remember like Simba, how the heck can you really say you in this truth? We should be urging ourselves. Don't be in this truth for money. We can't mix the truth with money. Oh, brother, I ain't mixing the truth with money, but you put the name donation in your video. Or you be like, hey, subscribe to my Patreon. And hey, you get the exclusive uncensored videos. So now they paying for this truth. You know, make it separate. Make it separate, because some sheep might come with an advanced mind and look at it in a certain way. The ministry, you want to make it blameless. That's why you separate. What they say, separate pleasure from business. This truth is a business. Hold on, we're going to go back to Baruch. Let's go to what Yahushua said in Luke, the 2nd chapter. This is Luke chapter 2, going straight to the point in verse 49, because his mother and father was looking for him after they went to Passover, and they trying to go home, and Yahushua dipped off and went to go answer and ask questions to the doctors of the law. Right? 49, it says, and he said unto them, how is it that ye sought me? Was he not that I must be about my father's business? How can we say we are the Lord and we want to promote our business while we teaching? Oh, commercial break. Hey, go get the Patreon. Or hey, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Hey, go to the Patreon page. Now the word is out their mind. Now they thinking about buying a outfit or something. You know, you want to make it separate. You know, you want to make serving Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai separate from your business, from you wearing fitteds, from you wearing dresses. What the hell does that have to do with the damn truth? That's a fashion. The Lord don't dwell in the damn clothes. You know, the Lord don't dwell in my chains right here. The one sister, she sell this. The one brother on Instagram, he sell this. But he ain't doing the video and selling. The sister, she damn sure ain't doing the video. This is separate from the ministry. Make it make sense. Right? So again, we must be about our Father's business. Teaching his word, moving like an example, being a husband, being a father, being a wife, being a sister. If you can't be that, step aside. Oh, I'm sorry. Y'all all have a purpose. Maybe you can't step aside. Well, continue to be in your delusion, right? So again, return from them stiff neck and from their wicked deeds, for they shall remember the ways of their father. Right? We're gonna get back into the thought of what the hell happened. That's why we gotta read. Hold on. We brought out earlier in the other live Ezekiel 37. We gotta go back to Ezekiel 37 because these bones need to hurry up and wake up before the destruction hit. Slowly but surely, the valley of dry bones is waking up, which is the elect, starting with the 144,000. You know, they're waking up. Right, here we go. I'm gonna just because you can read from verse 1 down. Actually, I'll read verse 1 real quick. This is Ezekiel 37:1. The hand of the Lord Yahweh was upon me, and carried me out in the spirit of the Lord Yahweh, and set me down in the midst of a valley, which was full of bones, and caused me to pass by them round about. And behold, there were very many in the open valley, and lo, there were very dry. Now, you can finish reading those, right? Verse 9, it says, then said he unto me, prophesied unto the wind, right? It's people here walking, doing their thing, but I'm speaking to the wind. Because if somebody did, they would be right here. They would be asking questions. So I'm speaking to the wind. It's a natural thing. People waiting for their bus. Speaking to the wind. If they're not hearing, I don't know. I'm not about to go force them to hear. If they don't want to hear, they ain't got to. It might not be for them. Right? So we speaking to the wind. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh God, come from the four winds, O breath, and breathe upon these slain, that they may live. We're breathing upon you, right? Because a lot of people think we have to force this and try to make you listen. No, we don't. Let's look what wisdom got to say. Wisdom of Solomon, the 7th chapter, verse 24. For wisdom is more moving than any motion. She passive and going through all things by the reason of her pureness. You just got to turn your phone on, hit record, and the wind is going to guide it to where it need to go. These cars see me, right? The YouTube is doing what it's doing. Somebody could be sharing the video to a mom or they social media. I don't know. But wisdom flows, baby. Let alone you can't hide a picture, a camera. As soon as you see the face, people are going to recognize, oh, I seen you on Facebook. I seen you here. Teach this word. Be instant, in season, out of season. Every day, all day, any day. What he said? He said the Spirit of the Lord drew me. So did the Spirit of the Lord draw you to go out and teach this word? Right? To be an example? So again, wisdom is more moving than any motion. She passive and goeth through all things by the reason of her pureness. Right? Wisdom is looking for a pure heart. Sophia, where are you? I got to ask the Lord to, if this is not his will, don't let me come out because I don't want to teach a lie. Don't let me come out and let me make it about me because this is not about me. And every time when I do come out, or if I'm reading, or if I do a screen record, I believe it's the Lord because this is his word. You know? Again, back to Ezekiel 37. We read verse 9. Let's read verse 10. It says, so I prophesied as he commanded me, and the breath came unto them, and they lived and stood up upon their feet, an exceeding great army. Right? That was the breath of life. Right? The same thing that he breathed in Adam. Right? The breath of life. This wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. You know? Let me see if this is the verse I need. No, that's not what I want. That's not what I want. Right? But let's keep going though. Right? So the exceeding great army is the elect, verse 11. Then he said unto me, son of man, these bones are the whole house of Israel. Behold, they say our bones are dried, and our hope is lost. We are cut off for our parts. Guess what? This is symbolic to Lazarus. If they're dry bones, they thought that Lazarus, oh, he's going to stink. The Lord said, man, yo, Lazarus, come. And he got up. That was Israel, man. We got to stand up like we're Lazarus. Lazarus. What does Lazarus mean? I can't go because this phone is off. It means Eliezer. right? God help, or Yahweh help me, right? Eleazar was a poor man, a bum, which, IUIC want to call. I'm glad to be, because I do agree with 100% what Great Millstone bringing out through the Rakak Wadash. I believe 100%. Ain't no other camp that's feeding me. I don't need nobody. I don't need another congregation because the elders is feeding. They're totally strict. This is about the elect. We're not trying to be Captain Savaho. Why be Captain Savaho? Captain Savaho didn't do nothing for us. It's only about the elect. The Lord kept doing it in history with Noah, with Lot. It's always a remnant. Put your mind on the remnant. Everybody ain't gonna make it. If we're looking at 2/3, you gotta look at one person out of 3 people. Every day have it in your mind. No kingdom lasts forever except for the kingdom of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, under Hamashiach Yahushai. It's the only kingdom that's going to live and stand forever. Did Yahushai kingdom be fully established? No. So all of this shit is part-time. This is temporal, baby. Temporal, baby. Let me get that. That's 2 Corinthians. Let me get that. Let me get that. This is 2 Corinthians, the 4th chapter, verse, I'm going to start at 17. It says, for our light affliction, which is for a moment, worketh for us a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory. Right? This right here is practice. This is supposed to build you up for the glory that's about to come. This is a light affliction to prepare you. How can you say you're a ruler and you ain't even ruling your house? Right? We was I think I was talking about that on a live. If you're not ruling your house, how you think Yahweh Bashim Shai gonna think? You see how that works? Don't know where that person going. You never know if the Lord might have him watching, a video or pull around. So again, so the Lord is working a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory for us. All of this is to bring forth something wonderfully. Right, the brother Shemuwala is he dropped the precept Shalom Yahweh Shema Shai Brakatham. Right, this is Daniel chapter 7 verse 18. The water, it says, but the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever. Right, we're going to take the kingdom, but just imagine that this is going to be a kingdom that will never fall. We're standing on a foundation that will fall. This has no more dreams. This has no more wonders. Why all these nations thinking they coming over here for a good time? The Lord is putting it on your family, your grandmother, your mom, to bring you to a place that's going to be destroyed. Ha ha! I know I'm here too. And I don't want to flee this country because I want to see the deliverance. It's either I'm a 2/3 or I'm the elect. So I'm going to work out my own salvation with fear and trembling. I'm going to be steadfast and immovable, but I need it to be the Lord's will. Because he could say I'm not fit and remove me, erase me like a pencil with an eraser. Why are we enjoying, or why is we trying to stick to a kingdom that is going to fall? You should be having your mind on things that's going to come, right? Verse 18, which is the point. While we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen, for the things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal. This kingdom that we see, hey, it is temporal, This is temporary, Like, some of the jobs we had, it was just for a moment. You got to know, all the things you've been doing in your life was just for a moment. If you haven't been doing the things you was doing from a teenager, we talking about things that's motivation and edifying, right? You on to something new. But when it comes to this truth, this is the only continuance. This is the only system that's going to continue forever. Abba Bivens, the Lord brought in, it continued. The 7, it continued. Then things started to happen. The ISUBK got formed. It continued. Then the men that was under, really starting with Elder Tahar, brothers split and went their way. But it continued. More camps grew, but it continued. Then it continued, and it continued. And we here now, and it continued. I did something. I'm about to have all of y'all do something. If you doing it right now, just give me a comment. Now, I caught this on a video. I'm not saying that this is not accurate or true. Just look at how this flow, because Google is ran by these upper hands, right? So you know how it's 2023? Go on Google search. Go to Google search. Type in 2024. Click search, and then click images. Then after you do that, type in, after you look at 2025, you look at 2025 images on Google, then erase it and go to 2026 images, then go to 2027 images, then go to 2028 images, and go to 2029 images, and go to 2030 images. And each one, they're trying to line certain events that's going to happen in history. And about the time of 2030, they're trying to establish a Jetson world. But what's going to really happen is Yahweh by Shem Shai kingdom is on its way. Again, go on Google search. Type in 2025 images. No, just type in 2025, click search, and then click images. Type in 2026, click the search button, and then click images. And then type in 2027, search, click images, type in 2028, search, click images, and 2029, click search, click image, 2030, click search, and then click images. And just tell me, Khan, did you see it? You see they showing you apocalypse, they showing you destruction, you know. Again, let me just read this. Another reason why I brought that out is because 2 Ezra 7 and 16. We're worried about the present time, but none of us is thinking about the future. Now, I wanted to bring out this in Revelations 12, but I have to bring out these two first. Revelations 9 and 12. One woe is past, and behold, there come two woes more hereafter. You know, you should be having your mind prepared for these nukes to drop. Because past tense, one woe came, and the second and the third woe is about to come. So that's talking about World War I, World War II, right? I'm about to read what that comment was, so don't erase it. Revelation 11 and 14. The second woe is past, behold, the third woe cometh quickly. So if destruction is coming the third time, shouldn't we be prepared? Shouldn't we be talking about it? But niggas want to talk about the next dumb broad twerking, or the next nigga that got in the lead. Talking about the industry, or we talking about a president that's gonna win. You got one talking about bringing guillotines. Revelation 20 and 4, you niggas is right? You gotta hate that nigga mindset, nigga Israelites, niggerites, right? Or individuals, or lazy mother suckers, or people that want to be just to be known and be famous. Now it's a podcast Israelite demon coming out. Who gives a damn? Teach the word. Look, having a whole parade just to go see these fireworks. This shit has nothing to do with us. Niggas was slaves then, and we still slaves now. Baruch chapter 3, verse 8. We're going to bring that out. But I came to Revelations for Revelations 12 and 12. Let me read what the person said. You see that? Khan. So we got one person that did that. Right? Revelation chapter 12, verse 12. Therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. He's trying to deceive so many of you. So when this place is destroyed, the 2/3 Jake, you're going to die. The elite wants to kill all Israelites. But they ain't going to be able to stop. The prophecy has to be fulfilled. That's why they trying to give us GMOs. Niggas is still here. Milk with hormone, we still here. Crack, we still here, man. They trying to delete niggas, man. But the Lord is going to, everything's going to be fulfilled. They trying to make zombies. Not happening. Bombs is going to drop on this place. Nobody want to talk about it. Because they love their Jordans. They love that, oh yeah, I believe bombs going to happen. We just don't. How do you know when you just not? You should be moving different. We should be prepared for the Lord. But then you get caught up walking down the street, fireworks. The real fireworks is when this place is getting dropped. Right? This shit is going to be like Fat Joe. Lean back. Lean back. You know? Again, go to Google search. Look how these mother suckers, Google is doing this. Type in 2025, search, click image. 2026, click image. 2027, click image. 2028, 2029, 2030. They have a short time. They got their own plans in mind where the Lord already have it established. You cannot stop prophecy. They're going to be fulfilled. Let's go to Ezekiel 33. Let's go to Ezekiel 33 real quick. Right? I just want to read that verse, Ezekiel 33. It says, and when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come. Then shall they know that a prophet have been among them. Right? Some of y'all gonna know a prophet was among you when the nukes is actually coming down on this place. Some of y'all gonna realize that this is true when the MOTB is promoted to us. Right? First, let's start with our temptation. Right? Revelations 3 and 10. What it says, because thou hast kept the words of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. Right? So you have to know that the top governments is talking about microchipping everybody in the hand and the brain. It already started in Sweden. Only 2% use credit cards and cash. Everybody else is using palm reading or face recognition. Nobody wants to talk about it. It's because they're still on cuckoo land. The Lord gave you a strong illusion that you ain't spiritually and mentally preparing for the hour of temptation. My house is. I'm not better than you because I still got to get on it. You know, nobody is safe, only the elect. Do you know you the elect? No, you don't. But you should be striving for it. Revelations 13, verse 16. And I'm sorry, my other phone out on, so I give you so you can physically see the homology of this word. You know, because my elders, they go into making sure you're edified, knowing what words mean. You know, and this word means charagma. So let's bring it out. Revelations 13, verse 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Show me a nigga that was in jail that got to vote. When I was in jail, they didn't let us vote. So now they saying even people that's free and in bond is going to have to take this mark. That mark goes into charagma, and that charagma is a badge following the Antichrist. And there's many Antichrists. It's really anti-Hamashiach, right? They're really their whole mission is to go against Hamashiach Yahushai. And the top nation is Esau implanting this shit. Salaki, right? Verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. You might as well just enjoy the few moments that you have of buying the way that you buying now, because the system is going to change. You're going to have to buy with your hand. A lot of niggas that like technology, electronics, they're going to look at it as being sweet. Guess what? This wasn't for you. Nobody was talking to you. We was talking past you, talking through you. Only the elect is going to know the bullshit of this place. You know, this is not the time to cleave to this place anymore. What have they done for the black and Latinos and natives? Freely. They know what they did. They know what they did. Judah chapter 5, verse 20. They said if we sin against our God, hold on, let's bring that out. Right? Because verse 18 going to the stigma, which is a to insert, right? But what was it? Dang, what was it? What was I thinking of? Shoot, did he do? Dang. You know what? I just go to this. I go to this precept, Lord willing, to come back to my head. This is Sirach, Ecclesiasticus chapter 12, verse 10. Never trust thy enemy, for like iron is rusteth, so of his wickedness. You can't trust this man. And plus, if the Lord dealing with you, you're going to know the wicked devices. Right now, technology, his sword, he blessed with the sword. Those are his devices. So you got to be aware, if technology is his device, he's going to use this against you. You cleaving so much to this world. When have you depend on Yahweh Hashem Yahushai? Hold on, we at Sirach chapter 12, right? Let's go back to Sirach, Ecclesiasticus chapter 2, verse 10. Look at the generation of old. See, we got to always go back to the old, go back to the ancient to understand what we got to do. And see, did ever any trust in the Lord? Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, yes. Wisdom of Solomon 3 and 9, right? Those that they trusted in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, and he let them understand the truth. If you trust in the Lord, you're going to understand the truth, right? So again, Sirach 2 and 10, look at the generation of old and see, did ever any trust in the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai was confounded? Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him? Anybody that truly called upon his name and was his chosen, he always was there. Like Job, the Lord was there for you. Job is an example for the elect, because we're going to deal with suffering. Right now, going through 14 captivities, getting taken everything from you, that's like a Job suffering. And you're going to get double back. You know, everything that Job went through, that's like a sign of the elect. Yahweh Shai, that's a sign of the elect. He overcame the world. We must do it too. You know, you must, if you believe in Yahweh Shai, you must walk like him. Try to think like him, even though we can't never do it. But you're always moving by the words of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. We're sure. Ain't no second guessing. We're sure. This is the way of life. Oh yeah, there we go. See, I knew somebody was trying to. I see somebody was trying to listen. Somebody was in there. They in there. You know. The water again. The water. I know who that is. The water, very appreciated. See, sometimes when you teach them, your mind be so, it be like you had this precept here, and then if you don't get that precept, you'll get a different one. So the water for dropping that, man. This is Judith chapter 5. I just want to start at the point, verse 20. It says, because we went to Sirach chapter 12, verse 10, never trust thy enemy, for as rust, you know, it's just so as their wickedness. So reading Judith chapter 5, verse 20. Now therefore, my Lord and Governor, if there be any error against this people, and they sin against their power, let us consider that this shall be their ruin, and let us go up, and we shall overcome them. Right? This is why their wickedness is going to get more rusty. We sin against the Most High. We keep erring. We keep being stubborn, stiff-necks. We keep going against the Lord. Right? We doing this to the Lord, turning it back. Yeah. You know? That's why the nations is bringing new things. Sexy Red is a new thing. They changing the whole system now. Right now, if we want to be fools, they're going to give you a big record deal. You know? Back then, it was hard to make this money. It's because this shit is about to fall to dollar. How they giving all this money to people, man? Because the dollar is falling. They're about to go into a change. All these big top billionaires is leaving their businesses, selling their stocks, and nobody know what is going on. Right? So we can't trust them. Dropping down to verse 16, it says, for while, Salaki, an enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagineth how to overthrow thee into a pit. He will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he would not be satisfied with blood. You know, Bill Gates, he not satisfied with blood. I see you. You got another vacuum coming. You know, they're not satisfied with blood. A new system. Why me and you chilling or you going to see fireworks, the enemy is on a mission. You know, that's why us going to the White House, what is you doing? You going to the White House is cool, but you ain't talking to none of the top dogs. You have an Edomite kiss your foot, you take away that honor from Yahweh Shai. We not even in power. Now, I can say the Dark Ages getting we was in rulership, we was ruling. You are still a peasant. You ain't ruling nothing. You got a whole Edomite kissing your foot, and it's not even the top dog. It's most likely an Edomite that's going to die in this place, man. Crazy. It was another verse I was thinking of. I had it in my head. Baruch 3 and 8. Yeah, let's get that. This Baruch 3 and 8, man. Let's get it. This Baruch chapter 3 and verse 8. It says, behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us, for a reproach and a curse, and to be subject to payment according to all iniquities of our fathers, which departed from the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, our power. Even our children don't even know what it means to be subject to payment. Because your kids is living a good life. So if you got a child, for any man, any woman that got a child, let me just get this side precept. We're going to go back to that Baruch. We're going back to Sirach. Wait, what the heck? Yeah, we're going to Ecclesiasticus. We can go to chapter 30, right? And the same thing, should I go to this one? Because this really going to a son. But it's daughters too. Um, this is Sirach chapter 30, verse 3. He that teacheth his son grieveth the enemy, and before his friends he shall rejoice. He shall rejoice of him. You got to think of the daughters too, because look at Susanna. Her mother and her father was teaching her the law, so she understood order. Right? Let's go to Proverbs 22, I believe. Lord willing, I'm correct. If I'm not, somebody else can correct me and get it themselves. But it's Proverbs 22, where it says, train up a child in the way they should go. Right? We're going to go back to where we was at. 22 and 6. It says, train up a child in the way they should go. Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. Right? Because the men have a different role. They got to get ready for war. And right now, we're in a spiritual war. Right? But even the daughters, because you're a target too. Like all these young kids out here, you know, they don't know what payment is. So we should be teaching our kids that we're in captivity. We should be teaching them their enemies. You know, you should be teaching your kids. Literally, if you hurry up and give your child a phone, regardless, if your child not going, don't make the excuse. When they go somewhere, they have a phone. Okay, we can do that, but don't make an excuse on them. When you give a child a phone, they can do anything they want on that phone. The phone is a distraction. If just you yourself, have a conversation with your child and see how interested they are. When you get done with the conversation or whatever lesson, see if they talk about what was brought up without you saying anything. Now, give them a phone. Play the phone with them. Hey, yo, you want to play this game? Blah, blah, blah. See how they react on the video game. We all do it. Go take your kids to the park. Go play with them. See how they react. Go play hide and go seek. See how they react. And then go teach them some in the scriptures and see how they react right after it. Everything is backwards in this place. Back then, our children love to learn. Deuteronomy chapter 6, we have to teach our kids this. They was amazed at it. They see somebody fly, oh, Dad, what is this? They're going to want you to teach them everything. Dad, why does the moon turn this way? They're going to want you to teach them everything. But if we don't have a place in our kids' heart to teach them, they're going to go on their phone and learn this. And that's sad if our kids don't have an interest on knowing the Lord, but they say, oh, I believe. With faith, faith will have you moving different. Faith will have you speaking different. Faith will have you opening up. You know, our children are the targets to the enemies that's above. They're trying to target your children. Give your daughter certain milk that make her hormones flourish, where her chest and her behind is growing. You know, look, and then other men is looking at her like she deliciousness, having a whole period, and she's riper than a ripe peach. You know, this place is targeting our children. They want your son to be a sweet and not even think about his gender. Nope, you ain't getting mine. Akai or TJ, you ain't getting mine. That's mine. Now my son is holding it down. You know, and they're going to get edified so they can know what's wrong and right. Your daughters, they got to have arranged marriage. You ain't just liking her. Your daughter shouldn't even say she like anybody. It is natural, but we're serving Yahweh Shem Shai. Your daughter is going to like the wrong brother. This society is going to teach them. Your daughter doing all these little hitting up and trying to twerk. No, where your husband at? Do that for him. Sit your butt down or I'll make you sit. If a young daughter is not entertaining a husband that she has, she shouldn't even be entertaining those type of videos. Megan Thee Stallion, all of that. You got to really watch your daughters. Watch your son. Don't give him too much freedom. Because your kids ain't talking about the Lord like you. Your kids can go through battles too. They can go into fights. Hanging with the wrong people. Your kids don't got the armor on them because they not reading, they not asking questions. If you care for your kids, you got to put the armor in your house. You got to teach your kids. You got to be the example. Everything that I'm doing for the elect, or really for my household, is to show them the example. Laying myself down. You know, showing that I really care for them. Showing that I want them to get the kingdom. I'm trying to put somebody in front of me. How can my kids try to get the kingdom if they not reading? They not seeking the men of the Lord. It's up for the parents. The Lord dealing with the parents and then the children. And if the parent don't get it, the Lord most likely is dealing with the children. Because look at children now, they're coming into this faith. right? So again, Baruch chapter 3, verse 8. Yet have we not, hold on, wait a minute. Salaki. Baruch chapter 3, verse 8. Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, wherefore thou hast scattered us for a reproach and a curse, to be subject to payment, according to all the iniquities of our fathers, which departed from the Lord Yahweh Shemashai our power. You go to Luke, the second chapter, verse 1, a little bit down, I think verse 1 to 5, you see Caesar Augustus was taxing the whole world all the way in the other side of the hemisphere. You know, taxing was an example to let you know that you are conquered. Or if you give a tribute to somebody, that's a sign to show you that you are a slave. You get a few dollars. Slaves, back then, they was getting other things. This is just an upgrade captivity. Got you thinking that you living a life, you wearing some J's. We're the one that got his name on the J's don't care for regular niggas like me and you unless we got more money in our pocket. People working for the small hats, thinking that they doing something because the small hats gave them a billboard or a face. Look what happened to Diddy. Look what happened to Kyrie. He's still playing in the NBA. You know, if you really care about this truth, you will leave. See what they did display you just because you promoted a video? Kanye West, and he already a cuckoo monster. Come on. This is about real truth. This is about real sacrifice. This is about laying yourself down. Not loving this world. This shit hates you. You niggas not getting it in your head. Women, how can you watch Love and Hip Hop and you see clamorous women? You're not even thinking about scriptures. You're not even saying, yo, babe, come watch this. Look at these people. But man, that Love and Hip Hop. This is a for real fact. Can you see? How can you say you in the truth and you watching this and you don't see what you see? Oh yeah, I was watching this. Yeah, I see that. Yo, it get me mad, but I get to watch to be able to teach. Watching clamorous women, I'm able to teach about women. When I watch a Jake not be the men of the Lord, I get to teach about niggas not being the men of the Lord. But that's all the Lord. Before, I was looking through that and enjoying that. All of this is pointless. They're doing TV shows on relationships. You better go outside and go find you a woman. You better go outside and make yourself available to a true man. You put yourself on TV and then when the episode done, you find out she had a whole dude. What's you wasting your time watching that? Then why is you watching a relationship thing and you already settled? Their whole relationship, especially black Latinos and natives, it's a shamble. How you watching this and not rebuking the show you watching? You know? I'm only just saying that because it's just the Lord have given you eyes to see. The Lord says we're supposed to look at the condition of our people, starting with the teachers. Let me see if I can find that, even though this phone off. Okay, this is Proverbs 27:23. Be thou diligent to know the state of thy flocks, and look well to thy herds. Starting with the men of the Lord, we got to look at our flock. And if you have a household and these is your children, you have to know that's your flock. Sister, you should be looking at your flock, seeing if they read it, seeing if they show that they believe in the Lord. We're starting with the men, especially you teachers, you leaders, the top leaders. You should be looking at the state of your flock, what they teaching, how they teaching, and if they teaching wrong, they are an example with you. And if they teaching something wrong, it's on you. You're held accountable because you're the one that taught them. Now, who's going to correct you for being wrong, and who's going to correct him? Somebody got to do it, bro. Somebody has to do it. And if you ain't going to do it, hey, I don't mind to do it. And if I'm going off, please make a video, correct me, show me where I'm off so I can fix it before Yahweh shall come back. What they say, clean up, everybody do your share. I'm doing my share. You know? Let me go to Philippians 2:12. This is your share. You know, seek your own salvation with fear and trembling. You know, obey him in his absence. You know? Woo! This is Philippians 2:12. Wherefore, my beloved, as ye always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence. Work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. So now, because we believe in reincarnation, regeneration, they go hand in hand. The same elect was back there before Yahweh Shai, in the time of Yahweh Shai, and they're here now. So we was once in the presence of Yahushua, and before that, we wasn't in the presence of Yahushua. We was able to talk to the Lord directly to the men of the Lord. Now we're in a more of a lower estate, and the Lord still talking to us through His prophets. Men, look at the state of your flock. Look at your own people. Look how they lost. And then look at yourself. Every day, we should always be pulling a layer of ourselves, right? Let's go back to 2 Corinthians again, right? Because I just said that. Pulling off a layer. 2 Corinthians chapter 4 and verse 16. For which cause we faint not, but though our outward man perish, yet the inward man is renewed day by day. We know that this flesh is corrupt. We know it's going to decay. We know that we're going to fall in sin. But because we have faith in Yahushua, the inward man should be growing. You know, you're circumcised. You should be growing in the Lord each and every day. He should be increasing and you should be decreasing. That decreasing is you not having abundance in this place. Like in your mind, oh, I gotta have this. I gotta do this, right? On the outskirts, if you ain't thinking about providing for your family, doing well for your family and yourself, and you just trying to, I want to get this Lambo, I want to get 6 figures, I want to travel the seas. Now you're doing too much. Where's the time for you to prophesy and study and get into this word? A new kingdom is about to come. Yahushua on his way. We should be getting ready for the bridegroom to come back, right? Because Luke 19, he said, occupy till I come. Are we occupied? You know, we should be busy, seeing, watching, surveillance, right? We spies, man. To be technical, we spying the enemy. I see you. Guess what? As soon as we see something, we tell it. We telling the people. A brother just told this. You better watch out. You better watch out who you learning from. You know, these is not women. You know, you gotta always be looking at the state of the flock of the men and the women, starting with the teachers, because the Lord called us to go teach. You know, I didn't call myself to do this. I wasn't even good at none of this. It came with practice. It came with men that was doing things before me. It took for men to say, no, you got to do this. We got to go look at them. I did not do this on my own. I can't. I don't have my own breakdown. I'm not a man pleaser. I'm not a yes man. You gotta break it down. Let me see it, and then let me go see it for myself, and let me see if I can understand it. If I don't, then hey, we gonna wait. We gonna pray to the Lord so He can give me the understanding so I can see. But if you can comprehend English, the Lord gonna make it easy for you, because this is plain upon baby tables, right? So I'm you know what? I think I'm do I want this? Ooh, let me bring this out. This is Sirach, Ecclesiasticus chapter 39, starting at 13. It says, hearken unto me, ye holy children, and bud forth as a rose growing by the brook of the field. Oh, I'm thinking of Psalms chapter 1. You know, you got to be like a tree planted near a river, Niagara Falls, how them trees are standing strong in the water and not collapsing. It said, and give ye a sweet savior as frankincense, flourish as a lily, send forth a smell and sing a song of praise, bless the Lord in all his works. Like brothers was at camp a few weeks ago, and we walked past a lady, and she said that, yo, y'all have a smell, like y'all smell like black men. I said, hey, we ain't black. She said, nah, you have an energy, a fragrance, like a spiritual energy, like you have a smell, I ain't smell. When we go in the scriptures, it's called a hamashiach, like fragrance, right? So when you in this truth, you're bringing out a sweet, savory smell. Magnify his name, show forth his praise with the song of your lips, the truth, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, book, chapter, verse. We sing in a song, and with harps, and in praising him, ye shall say after this manner, all the works of the Lord Yahweh Shemashai are exceeding good, and whatsoever he commanded shall be accomplished in due season, because it will come to pass. Due season. Come on, Daniel. Come on, talk to me. Where you at? Daniel chapter 2, to the verse I'm always bringing out, verse 21. And he changeth the times and the seasons. Right? We're about to be in the new season, of course. He removeth kings. That's a season. That means that season end. If he removed the king, that season end. And set up kings. That's a new season. Right? It's a new season. I forgot the verse. It's a verse, I think, in Wisdom of Solomon. He's going to set a profited ruler. Let me see if I can find it. Oh man, dang man. I might not find it. Yeah, I might not. I know it's in Apocrypha. It's in Apocrypha. It's the Lord is gonna have somebody that's more profitable at ruling. Dang. I forgot the verse, man. Please forgive me, y'all. I forgot it. It's in my head. Man, oh man. But just know in due season, it's going to happen. It's going to be fulfilled, right? So since I can't find that one, we'll just go to this. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5. Chapter 5, verse 20. Actually, let's go to this one first. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 18, verse 15. Right? You remember, Jeremiah chapter 28, verse 8, man, they prophesied on destruction, war, kingdoms, and this is prophecy against a kingdom, against rulership. Right? This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 18, verse 15. Thy almighty word, first St. John chapter 1, is the mighty word is Yahweh, leap down from heaven out of thy royal throne as a fierce man of war into the midst of a land of destruction. Yahweh coming in the power and the wisdom of the Most High. He is like the Father. So if the Lord, when we see in Exodus 15:3, the Lord is a man of war, Yahweh is the physical example of Yahweh. And he's going to come as a man of war, fit for a place of destruction. Wisdom of Solomon chapter 5, starting at verse 19. He shall take holiness for an invincible shield. His severe wrath shall be sharpened for a sword, and the world shall fight with him against the unwise. Right? It's saying, like in the GNT, it says nature, right? It's going to be the elite, the elect of his nation, and nature, as in animals. You know, the Lord it's gonna be, when Yahweh Shai come, it's, man, even before he come, the Spirit is gonna be put in this place. Right? Verse 21, it says, then shall the right aiming thunderbolts go abroad from the clouds as from a well-drawn bow shall they fly to the mark. That's talking about the missiles, man. Those ballistic missiles that's coming, the 200,000, really 200 million horse army, right? They was thinking it was man. No, it's an army of missiles that's coming. Back then, we fought that physical war. We always fight a physical war with swords and shields. It's an upgraded system now where it's going to be nukes that come down in this place, right? Verse 22, it says, hailstones full of wrath shall be cast as out of a stone bow, and a water of the sea shall rage against them, and flood shall cruelly drown them. Right? These nukes is going to drown them, because there's going to be a flood of fire in this place. Let alone the chariots that come with lasers. People can't even have their mind because you too stuck in this world. But what do brothers say to Great Millstone? Oh, you watch too many movies. You watch too many movies, but you believe in this the thing that the army got. They got this joint that, like, if we in this building, they got an army truck where they ain't got to come in. They can just point this signal thing, and it can start making you sick, making you throw up, make you paralyzed. You can't fuck with something like that. You see it in the Incredible Hulk movie, when Banner, when he was in the building, they was using this machine when he came out, and it was slowing him down. They got devices you ain't never seen, but you believe that. You what happened to Maui? They said a controlled fire burnt that place, but the people that was trying to buy it was trying to make what is it? electric AI community. And guess what? People of the top top places bought Maui. The whole Maui got destroyed. So they killed all those people, and they say certain houses didn't even get destroyed, but these other ones did. And then they come to find out the government has a weapon called DEW, Development Energy Weapon. And guess who was invested in this weapon? And guess who promoted it in a business? Mountain Dew. They made a drink called Maui Burst. Guess who invested in Mountain Dew? And guess who is they have a stock and they invested in the Dew project? Vanguard and BlackRock. Vanguard and BlackRock got stocks and they invest in Mountain Dew and they invest in the Dew project, Development Energy Weapon. The same energy weapon which is actually said that actually burnt up, that had that little electric control fire and burnt up Maui. I believe that because you can go search it. DEW, Development Energy Weapon. Go search it. This is real. We can believe that, but you ain't gonna believe a chariot. You believe a jet can fly. They just made their own little chariot, which it can go a certain speed where human body can't even go. So what they do is they make the inside a certain suction so that you don't feel it. Our body can't go that fast. So they have to develop a freaking inside development where you don't feel that you're even going that fast. That is real. They did make this. But you can believe that, but you can't believe in chariots. You can't believe in a higher power being there. Oh, I believe in the Most High, but I don't believe in chariots. The Most High can do things you can never fathom. You can't put the Lord in a box where he made what's in the box, he made the box, and he made the reality outside the box. Verse 23, it says, "Yeah, a mighty wind shall stand up against them, like a storm shall blow them away. Thus iniquity shall lay waste the whole earth. Ill dealing shall overthrow the thrones of the mighty." And this ill dealing is going on if allies from America is leaving them. Now NATO is getting a whisper. I'm a whisper. NATO, cut ties with America, man. I want outside of you other nations, I don't give a damn. But for you black Latinos and natives, I want you to feel how I feel. The feeling is when actually you ain't gonna never feel how I feel. The one feeling you're gonna have is losing the things in this place. Your car, your house, having protection, cops, people running in through your house. You're gonna feel that like I did. But the feeling of saying, yes, this place is over, you would never feel like I do. Because you're gonna be like your forefathers that said, let's go back to Egypt where we had onions, where we had rice. You know, you niggas like this place. You cleave to this place. This place never did anything for you. It gave you a Happy Meal with a toy that's gonna break as soon as you get to the house. You know, your neck is under persecution. You have no rest. This actually. I'm gonna go to Haggai. That make it even more sense. Everybody in here trying to get a bag. I don't care, even if you're not rich. Even a person that's getting minimum wage is trying to get a bag. You figure niggas, you ain't the only one trying to get a bag. Everybody trying to get a bag. We just not. Everybody is not unfortunate like people that bend over, right? I want to go straight to the point. Is it 1? Yeah, it's 1. Yeah. This is Haggai chapter 1, verse 6. It says, "Ye have sown much and bring in little. Ye eat, but ye have not enough. Ye drink, but ye have enough filled with drink. Ye clothe you, but there is none warm. He that earneth wages to put it into a bag with holes." Right? The true Israelites, man, starting with the elect, is going to understand that this place is unprofitable. You keep trying to make money and you bring in little. We're never going to be satisfied in this place. And especially if the Lord dealing with you, you're not going to be covetous where you desire what another person got and you'll do anything to get it. Some of us is happy just complaining we don't got nothing, but we just looking at what other people got and we just complaining. Or some of us don't even give a damn. I love the life that I have. I love my household. I just hate this place. I hate everything about it. I hate working. I hate Not where I'm not lazy. I just hate working for Esau. I want to go, but I gotta work. I love providing for my household the best way that I can. I'm glad that my household is mostly simple. You know, I love that I have children that I get to teach. I love that I have children that's a reflection that motivate me to go harder. You know, I'm very simple. You know, those are the things that get to my heart. My household, everybody in my household, and the brothers I labor with, and the elder and the men that's teaching this word daily, way before I got in here. That's my enjoyment. Coming out teaching this word, that's my enjoyment. Hey, shoot, my car going for a ride, that's a little enjoyment. When we talk about the truth, this is my real enjoyment. That physical feeling, that's outside this truth. Anything that pertains to the truth is my true enjoyment. If we bring me back to Yahweh Shema Shai, that's my enjoyment. And this is what we all, you have to have more enjoyment in this place so that, in its truth, so that when the hour of temptation comes, you're able to let go. We remember all them times you was trying to get a bag and trying to save, and you kept having holes. And every time where I saved to a certain point, and then this bill come, this or this accident come, I just know, just like Samuel Wallace said, fuck this place, you know? So now you just really getting bread just to pay for bills, you know? You save a few dollars just for a rainy day when she like, oh, I'm short here. Hey, this and this and that. That's what it's all about. It ain't nothing else, man. Nothing else. I can't wait for one of these things to be fulfilled. Either the famine of the word or people scoffing, throwing stuff at us. This is what I signed up for. You know? Seeing your family come against you. I want that. You know? Because of this flesh so weak, with the spirit and the flesh is against each other. Galatians chapter 5, 16 and 17. You know? So Lord willing, this was edifying to the hopeful elect. Let's see if we can give you a scripture to motivate you on your journey, right? So you know what? I will give you what Ezra seen when Yahweh Shai came and crowned the elect, but let's give you terror, right? Because 1776, America was in war. So let's talk about war. Let me just give you this. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 13, verse 1. Actually, let's get better because sometimes that be slipping. It be slipping sometimes. I want to catch this because we about to close out, but we want to leave y'all with motivation. Well, what we waiting for? What we signing up for? This is 2nd Ezra chapter 13, verse 1. And it came to pass after 7 days, I dreamed a dream by night. So now Ezra is dreaming a dream. You have to understand that this whole book, an angel is dealing with Ezra so that he can see the vision of before, let alone what he's doing during, like in the 14th chapter, when he's rewriting the first 5 books of the Bible, but then he has visions and dreams of the end times, just like a lot of the other prophets. Verse 2, and lo, there arose a wind from the sea that is moved, that it moved all the ways thereof. And I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven. And when he turned his countenance to look, all the things trembled that were seen under him. Right? It's going to be a frightening thing to see Yahweh Shai. Even the elect, we're not going to be troubled. We're going to be for joy, but it's going to still be, oh man, the power is here. Because we fear Yahweh Shema Shai. Because he can destroy you in the instant. But it's still going to be an enjoyment to see the Lord, because we're going to know if we're chosen or if we're not. It's going to be a shameful day for the ones that's not the elect. Right? It says, verse 4, and whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, all they burnt that heard his voice, like as the earth faileth when it filleth the fire. Right? This is not technically talking about Yahweh Shai speaking and they heard his voice. It's just when he say something, the chariot, it's not his mouth that's burning him. It's this, whatever he speaks, the chariot is going to do. Yahweh Shai got power. And everything under Yahweh Shai obeys him. Right? Verse 5, and after this I beheld, and lo, and that fire is like a controlled fire, like I told you, the new weapon. But these chariots is going to have power that man can't even contain. We can't stop them. Verse 5, and after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of number, from the four winds of the heaven to subdue the man that came out of the sea. And I beheld, and lo, he had graved himself a great mountain full upon it. Who is that multitude? It's the nations. Because eventually they're going to turn and try to have war. We just read it in Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter. We go to other verses too, where they're going to try to, where the dragon, which dealing with Esau, is going to try to make war with Yahushua and the heavenly angels. Right? What we showed in Wisdom of Solomon chapter 5. Nature, right? The elect, started with the elect in nature, as in these animals, they're going to help Yahushua. It's going to get busy in this place, right? So they're going to try to go against Yahushua. These nations is going to try to go against Yahushua, but on return, the Lord is going to put that spirit on the elect, you know, on a few of us. Verse 6, and I beheld, and lo, he had graved himself a great mountain and flew upon it. Right, that mountain is a chariot, right? Because chariots is considered mountains or whirlwinds, or circles, whirlwinds that spin, or a pillar of cloud or a pillar of fire, right? These chariots is gonna come with power, but the chariot is gonna cover the region, right? You can have a region can be like a huge little continent, a little state, or a region can be this whole 5 state of United States. Right? You can say that fathership can cover the whole United States. And he can have other little chariots that's going to cover the whole earth. Right? Because ain't everybody going to know when the Lord is here. Verse 7, it says, and I would have seen the region or the place where out the hill was graven, and I could not. Ezra is seeing this. So you got to know the major spots where Yahushua going is the valley of Jehoshaphat in Jerusalem, in Israel over there. And he's going to simultaneously come to America. So he's going to be so big that we ain't going to be able to see the region. Ezra is seeing this. Just like Yahushua, when the devil took him on a high mountain and he showed him all the kingdoms, he's seen America. Yahushua seen the kingdom he coming to at the end. He just don't know when he's coming. But Yahushua know he's going to come with the power of the Lord. Man. Verse 8. After this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were so afraid and yet durst fight. And they were so afraid, but they knew they had to fight. You know? It's going to be scary as hell, man. You got to fight. Yo, sergeant, you better shoot at him. And you don't do it. What if your boss shoots you in the head because you ain't shooting at Yahushua? Verse 9, and lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lifted up his hand, nor held a sword, nor any instrument of war. Because he is power. But only I saw that he sent out of his mouth, as it had been a blast of fire, and out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue he cast out sparks and tempests. That's that controlled fire out of the chariot. Man, I'm telling you, F-U-C-K, can't fuck with the Lord. Right? 11. And they were all mixed together, the blast of fire, the flaming of breath, the great tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude which was prepared to fight, and burned them up every one, so that upon a sudden and an innumerable multitude nothing was to be perceived, but only dust and smell of smoke. When I saw this, I was afraid. You best be you best be afraid. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, Hamashiach is coming with power to destroy this place. Get comfy all you want. Them niggas is training for war to go against Yahushua right now. Them armies is marching. They testing their missiles because they getting ready for Yahushua. They getting ready to bomb this place, and they getting ready to have war with Yahushua. Verse 12. Afterward, I saw the same man come down from the mountain and call unto himself another peaceable multitude. Revelation chapter 7. Starting from verse 1 down, because you got the 144,000, which is the elect men. For that sister that say is women too, no, it's men. And then the great multitude, which is the rest of the men, the women, and the children. A peaceable multitude he called unto. Now we go back to 2nd Ezra chapter 2, where they're going to get crowned. Right? Because we're going to get taken from out of this place, because he's going to totally destroy America. There's no way the elect is going to be able to stand here while this place is getting destroyed. Verse 13, and there came much people unto him, whereof were some glad and some were sorry. Some of them were bound, and other some brought to him that were offered. Then was I sick through great fear and awake and said, because you got to know some of the dead, some people that's getting put in the casket is going to rise up. You know, you got some that's in jail. You know, all people is going to see how Hamashiach Yahweh shall come. Thou hast shown thy servant these wonders from the beginning, and hast counted me worthy that thou shouldest receive my prayer. Right? Show me now yet the interpretation of this dream. Right? All Ezra was doing kept asking questions because he wanted to know the end time. Right? So you must be prepared. If they have a short time, you must know that you have a short time. You have a short time to get yourself right in the eyes of Yahweh Shim Yahushai. It's good to fall in the hands of the Lord, but it's terrible to fall in the hands of the Lord. Those are two things that's not the same. It's great to fall in the hands of the Lord when it comes to protection and being chastised, because the Lord is going to find a way for you to escape. But then it's terrible to fall in the hands of the Lord because you're going to be destroyed. With that, Lord willing, this is edifying to the hopeful elect, whoever they may be. And with that, we're going to say Shalom. All praises to the one true power, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakadash. And with that, Shalom, Shalom to the hopeful elect, only to the hopeful elect. Only to the hopeful elect, whoever you may be. Continue to strive, press towards the mark. Do it because you believe in Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and do it because you want to please Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Not man, not the person next to you, but Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. With that, Shalom.